This little guy is Dominic, and Dominic is a almost 1-year-old Karen. His birthday is actually this Thursday, February the 16th. He is a beautiful, sort of a red brindle. I think he might end up going a little darker, but beautiful little boy and a very sweet little boy. However, it's important to know that as a breeder release, Dominic has not lived the life of a dog the way we would think a young dog would live their life. He has not lived in a house. He has not been handled a lot, so he's a little weary of human touch, but at the same time, he's very, very sweet. When you touch him, when you're above him and touch him, he tends to do what we call pancaking, which is sort of squishing to the ground. But he's actually a very sweet little guy, and I was even getting kisses from him before. He most likely does not know how to go up and down stairs. He's definitely not potty trained. There's no timetable when it comes to turning around these little guys. It takes a great deal of patience. It also takes a family where an adult is home for most of the day. And I want to emphasize that this is not a dog for a family that is gone 8 hours a day. For somebody who works from home, for a young retiree, and I want to emphasize young because we are intent on making age-appropriate adoptions. And this is a young dog with a long, long life ahead of him. Training is an absolute must, and that really needs to be positive reinforcement training with a trainer who knows what she or he is doing, okay? 4 weeks of PetSmart isn't going to make it for this guy. You really need to have somebody at your disposal that can help you through some rough patches and that preferably has experience with dogs that come from a breeding background. We'd really like somebody with terrier experience, and doesn't necessarily have to be a Cairn Terrier, but terrier experience would be very helpful. And if you've got experience with mill dogs or breeder dogs or dogs that maybe come with some behavioral issues, that would be invaluable. The other thing that would be invaluable is another dog. No matter what we can teach these guys, they do tend to learn from other dogs, and he's a playful boy. He seems, I haven't had him exposed to my young female because she's in season, and obviously he's intact right now. He will be neutered before he's adopted. But that is Dominic, and we really have high hopes for him, and we're very excited to have him in our adoption program because we think he's a really, really neat little dog. Right? The other dog we want to introduce you to is a beautiful big Scotty girl, and her name is Rosie. She is one of several Scotties that we took in. Rosie is 3 years old. I'm not taking her out of her crate right now because she's skittish and very, very shy. Understandable. Again, this is a dog that has been a brood bitch for all of her 3 years. This is a dog that is not going to transform overnight. Whoever adopts Rosie is going to have to accept her as she is with her limitations. Patience is really the most important thing that a prospective owner can have. You really have to accept these dogs as they are and not expect more than what they can give. Rosie is going to be in foster care in Harvard, Illinois, which is up by the Wisconsin border. I should mention that whoever is approved for adoption of these dogs will have to travel to the foster home to adopt.